Good day, everybody. I hope that you are well and also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 5 to 8 English lesson on dictionary skills. And before we start, we're going to log on to A plus students, aplusstudents.ca. Once we've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English language arts. We're doing grade 5 to 8. I'm sorry. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of dictionary skills. All right. So when it comes to dictionary skills, right, remember if a dictionary is a book with thousands of letters in, words in, sorry. A dictionary is a book with thousands or hundreds of words in. So if you are specifically looking for a word that you want to look up because you want to see the meaning of the word, and then you basically go to a dictionary. And before we go on to dictionary skills, we are going to, today our chapter is dictionary skills. Sorry. Our subject is English language arts. We're doing grade 5 to 8. And the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the chapter of dictionary skills, it's to use guide words and it's to to use dictionary entries. All right. So when it comes to dictionary skills, right? Like I say, in a dictionary, we can basically find hundreds of words, right? And a dictionary is where you find words and all its meanings, right? So they won't just give you one meaning, they will give you different meanings of what that word means. And keeping in mind also multiple meaning words, where you'll have one word, but you'll have different meanings of those words. So you also need to keep that in mind, right? And then within a dictionary, right, we have guide words. And these guide words, they will basically guide us when we are looking for a specific word in the dictionary. Imagine the dictionary was jumbled with, like the words were just jumbled up and it wasn't in alphabetical order. That means that we were then going to have to look for words all the time, right? However, in a dictionary, the words are written in alphabetical order. And then on each page of the dictionary, right, we have guide words. And guide words appear on each page of a dictionary, right? These are words that tell you the first word and it tells you the last word on the page. And we call them guide words. All the other words in between the guide words, they need to be in alphabetical order. All right. So once again, we have guide words. And like I say, our dictionary is in alphabetical order, right? So you open the dictionary and you get all of the words that starts with the letter A, and then as we're going further, B up until we get to Z, right? But then on each page of a dictionary, we have guide words. And a guide word or guide words appear on each page of a dictionary. These guide words, they tell us the first word, right? And it tells you the last word on that specific page, which means that if you're looking for a specific word, right, look at the first word and look at the last word, and then maybe you'll find that word in between, because all the other words that comes in between the first and the last word, right, that words needs to be in alphabetical order. So when it comes to dictionary words, right, in order for us to put the words in order, if you were to put a dictionary word or you need to put words in the alphabetical order, right? Then words need to be alphabetical order. Remember, it doesn't have to be from A, but it depends on which word or letter it starts with. Then you need to put them in order by first letter. Then after the first letter, you then if the first letter are the same, you then look at the second letter. And if the second letters are the same, you look at the third letter, and so on and so on. This is now when you are either putting the words in alphabetical order or you even about to write the words in alphabetical order. It is basically a general lesson because remember, by now you should know how to use a dictionary, but this is just basically part of the lesson, right? So if one word, right, is shorter and there's no more other letters to compare, then the shorter word comes first, right, in the alphabetical order. All right, so now we're going to a sample sentence in a dictionary, right? In a dictionary entry. If you find a dictionary, you have your dictionary, and now you're looking for the meaning of a specific word, right? You will basically find the meaning of the word. For example, if we're looking for the meaning of the word form, that will give you the meaning of the word form, right? This over here is how you pronounce the word form. It will then tell you that form is either a noun, or it will tell you it is an adjective, an adverb, whatever the part of speech it is, right? So whatever word you're looking for, they will give you the the pronunciation of the word, how you spell the word. They'll also give you the part of speech, as in if it's a noun, an adjective, if it's an adverb, and so on. Then they'll also give you the plural form of the word. So form is singular, and the plural form of form is forms, right? Now, if we are looking for a specific word, remember I made mention of multiple meaning words. Multiple meaning words are where you have one word, let's say, for example, like form, but you have different meanings of that word form, right? Like think of the word bat. Think of the word bat. If you were to look for the meaning of the word bat, then it means that you have the one meaning of that word bat would be like an object that you can use to hit a ball with. That's a bat. You get different kinds of bat. You get a cricket bat, tennis bat, or racket actually. So a bat, right? And then you also have another bat, which is an animal. So the same within a dictionary, you will have your word, the pronunciation of the word, the parts of speech of the word, the plural form of the word, and then if there are even five meanings of that words, they will list all five meanings of that words. Exactly. So this you will basically find in a real dictionary. So let's say, for example, we are looking for the word form. Sometimes you'll find a word and you don't know how to pronounce the word. Here they'll give you the pronunciation. Now, the meaning of this word form is the first meaning of form is it is a piece of paper that you fill out with information. So, what happens is that when you look for a word in a dictionary, right, they will give you the meaning, which is a piece of paper that you fill out with information. And they will give you a example of how you can use that in a sentence by saying, please fill out this form and sign at the bottom. So you get the meaning of the word and you get the example of how you can basically use that within in a sentence. Then number two, the second meaning of the word form is the shape of something or someone. She's formed like that, or he's formed like that. It's. So it is the shape of something or someone. That is also form. Coal as a tall, slender form. And then they give you an example of an example sentence of form. And then the third meaning of that word form is called a type. For example, walking is an easy form of exercise. That is a type of exercise. So this is basically exactly how you will find it in a dictionary. So, which means that a dictionary entry gives you many kinds of information about the one word that you are looking for. They will give you different meanings of the word that you're looking for, and they will give you all the sample sentences of how you can use that words within a sentence, right? That we call a dictionary entry. I'm sorry. So that is basically a sample of a dictionary entry. All right. So now we're going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to use guide words. Guide words, once again, we said are it appears on each page of a dictionary. The on a guide with guide words, they tell you the first word on the page and they tell you the last word on the page and every other word in between. That guide words they need to be in alphabetical order. And we are going to look at a few examples of how we can use guide words. All right. So now we are going to use the following guide words, right? So which word would you find on a dictionary page with the following guide words? Meaning, what word would you find with the guide words, or let's say in between these two guide words? Keeping in mind the guide word is the first word and the last word on that specific page. All right, so now if we look at the guide words, right, it says which word would you find on the dictionary page with the following guide words? We have deed and duel. We have deed and duel. I'm going to give you two words and you're going to choose the word that you will find between those words. You are going to choose the correct word that you will find between deed and duel. Will you find dad or doom? Which word will you find between these words on the same page as these words? Keeping in mind that deed is the first word on the page, and duel is the last word on the page. So now you need to say one of these two words you'll find in between deed and duel. All right. And if we look at the word deed and dual, right? That is our guide words. Now we need to choose between dad or doom. One of the two words you'll find on the same page as deed and dual. Remember, we said in order for you to put the words in alphabetical order, if the first letters are the same, we look at the second letters. Like, for example, deed and dual are both D. So we're going to look at the second letter. Deed is with an E, dual is with a U, which means that any letter that comes in front of E, that's a no go. Any letter that comes after U, we cannot use that as the second letter, for example. Look again. Will you find dad on the same page as deed and dual? Dad is D-A. Deed is the first word on that page and it starts with an E. All right. Remember, deed is the word that is on the first page, right? Dual is also the word that is on the first page. You need to choose between these two words that must go in between deed and dual. It must be on the same page as deed or dual. Will we find dad in between deed and dude on the same page? Or will we find the word doom on the same page as deed and dual? And if we were to find a word, yes, well done. If we were to find the word on the same page as deed or dual, it will be doom. Because if you look at the second word of doom, the second letter of doom, it is with an O, right? E. O you find after E, but O you also find before U. So which means that doom is correct. Dad, you won't find dad cannot be between deed and dual because dad will be on another page before deed or dual because dad, the second letter of dad is with an A and A is before E for deed. So doom is correct. Doom you'll find on that page with deed and dual. So well done. Look at this words farewell and fragment. Farewell and fragment. That is our guide words, right? You now need to choose a word that you will find on the same page of farewell and fragment. Will you find furnish on that page or will you find fork on that page? Which word will you find between that two words? Which word will you find on the same page as farewell and fragment? Remember when I was busy trying to explain, you were telling me I know what to do and you weren't listening. That is why, as much as you know how to use a dictionary, whatever we try and explain is something different. So I tried to explain to you about dictionary skills, dictionary guide words, and now we're doing an activity. You understand? So, yes, fork you will find on the same page as farewell and fragment, right? Because remember, farewell is the first word that you will find on a dictionary or in the page. Let's say you have a dictionary, right? This is your dictionary. Now, once you open your dictionary and you go to F, the first word will be farewell, for example. And here, the last word on that page will be fragment with its meaning. If you look at all the other words that you'll find on that specific page, you will find it, of course, starting with an F, but anything that is also between these two words, right, in alphabetical order. Like, for example, if you look at the second letter, fork, fork is after A, right? But it's also before R. So this word fork you will find on this page where you will find farewell and fragment. Furnish you will find on another page because furnish, the U, second letter U for furnish, comes after fragment. Think of alphabetical order. If you were to give you, if you were to say the words in alphabetical or the letters in the alphabet, sorry, the words, you get R and then S, T, U. So you will find after fragment, right? So that is basically your guide words. Your guide words are there to guide you when you are looking for a specific word in the dictionary. Remember, if you go to a dictionary, right, and you're looking for a specific word, you're going to open up the dictionary. The first word that you'll find when you go maybe to a specific letter that you're looking for will maybe be farewell, for example, or any word that you're looking for. Now, the word that you are looking for will you will find between the guide words that is given on a dictionary or in a dictionary, right? Let's do another example and then we're going to our test. Let's look at this word. We need this is our guide words. We have waddle or waddle, right? And then we have winter. So which means that our first letter is W, right? So if we now look for a word that starts with W in our dictionary, we're going to W, right? We will have our guide words, which will be the first word on our in our dictionary and by that specific letter, and this will be our last words on that page. Now we need to say, will we find the word ring or will we find the word wine on this page of waddle and winter? So which word will we find on the same page where we have our guide words waddle and winter? Is it ring or is it wine? Which one will you find? All right, and the word that you will find on the same page as waddle and winter is wine. Well done. You'll find wine because if you look at the second letter, which is A and H, A comes before H, but H comes before I. So well done. All right, so now we can go to our test, right? So now we're going to our test where we are going to use guide words. So here it says, would you find the word walk? Will you find the word walk on a dictionary page with the following guide words, wine and wig? Will you find this word walk on the same page as wine and wig? Yes or no? So will we find the word walk on a dictionary page with the following guide words, wine and wig? Will we find walk on that same page? Yes or no? All right, then if we choose the correct option, then no, you will not find walk on that same dictionary page. So well done. No, you won't. Would you find the word protest on a dictionary page with the following guide words, painter and pennies? Protest, yes or no? So you find the word protest on that same dictionary page with the guide words painter and pennies. All right, and if we choose the correct option, we will say no, you will not find that word on that specific page. So well done. No, you won't. Would you find the word exhaust on a dictionary page with the following guide words, elevator and evident? Exhaust, elevator and evident, yes or no? And if we were to choose the correct answer, then no, you will not, because X comes after V. Well done. So no, you won't. All right. Would you find the word, or which word would you find on dictionary page with the following guide words? Kettle and coral. Kettle and coral. Will you find the word chew on that same page, or cruise on that same page? Which one will you find? All right, and the word that you will find on the same page as kettle and coral is chew. Well done. Chew is correct. Well done. Now we're going to use dictionary entries. And remember, we said with a dictionary entry, you have your word, right? That you are looking up, the word that you want the meaning of. You have the pronunciation of that word, how you spell or say the word. They tell you the part of speech. Is it a verb? Is it a noun? Is it an adjective? Is it an adverb? Right? And then, yeah, they are now giving you the different meanings of the words as well as how to use it in a sentence, right? These are our dictionary entries. So now they're going to ask, let's go to a test, and they will ask you what specifically you need to identify with the dictionary entry. Now it says, select the pronunciation in this dictionary entry. Remember, I told you they give you the word, the pronunciation, the part of speech, and so on. Select the pronunciation in this dictionary entry. Is it option one, what? Is it option two, serve? Is it option three, check? So here we have our word, our dictionary entry, right? We have the word serve. Then over here we have something. Then they have a verb, serving. Then we have the meaning of the word. There's like three meanings to those words, as well as a sample or an example of how to use it. So the pronunciation, how we spell the word, is it option one, option two, or option three? All right, and if we were to choose the pronunciation, yes, well done. The pronunciation of the word is, if that is our word serve, then the pronunciation, they will tell us how you need to say that word. So well done. Option two is correct. Here they say you need to select the entry word. What is, you need to select the word that you're looking up, the entry word. You are looking for a specific word. the entry word that you're looking for. Is it thin? Is it thin? Is it an adjective? Is it thinner, thinnest? Or is it the meanings? So option one, thin. Option two, chick. Or option three, thinner. The entry word, the word that you're looking up. All right, and if we were to look for that correct word, not three, only option one, right? Because one is the word that we are looking for, right? So only number one. So well done. All right, so this is the end of our lesson on dictionary skills. We said that when you're looking for a specific word in the dictionary, we have guide words that will guide you. It is the word that you'll find on the first word you'll find on that specific page, as well as the last word, and every other word in between is alphabetical order. All right, so thank you very much for joining the class, and I really hope that you're going to have a good weekend further. So till next time, goodbye.